Also, I'm really interested to hear all about your new book. So if you'd like to tell us about that, that would be great.
Oh, seriously, it's crazy that I'm an author now of a book, because it got to a point where to have balance in your life, certainly for like me, because I've got a family and I'm married, and I just wanted to work less, because with the type of people who I see, the high profile people, they want me to be available often. So I moved away from being a clinical therapist, seeing 10, 15 people a day, to just seeing 1 or 2 people a day. But I got to a point that I wanted to help more people, and I couldn't do it with my hands because I would tire myself out, and I wouldn't have balance in my life. So I was just thinking of ways how I could have a bigger reach and help as many people as possible, because people do suffer, and they need answers to their pain, or people might think that it's normal to have aches and pains every single day. So I just wanted a platform, being a book, where I can educate people that you need to take a step backwards and think about you. I think going back to the stammer, one of the biggest things that helped me was, you will laugh at me, but doing ice baths every morning.
Oh, wow.
So I do that every morning because I feel that everyone needs to have a reset or a recharge every single day. And I teach this in the book. So once you know what your aches and pains or your pattern is to why you are feeling stiff, I do take people on a journey, the reader, to understand that just like our laptops and our phones, it needs an update. We need an update also. Like in terms of, if you had a long day of work, you need to do something for like you to reset and get ready for the next day. Putting on my osteopath head, I feel that when we stammer, all of our muscles in our neck get tense, in our neck and our shoulders, and so there's so many muscles in our face as well, because we're trying to like get the words out. So me going in an ice bath affects the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is linked to the like phrenic nerve and the diaphragm and everything. So that kind of calms the whole system down. And I noticed that helped with my fluency a lot.
Oh,
and
wow.
I know that everyone's different, but that's what works for myself. And in my book, it doesn't matter what walks of life, so what things you struggle with, I get people to start thinking about them more, about how you can get that balanced state if you're overstressed, how you can get back to that calm state. Things that you can do back at home if you're worried about paying money, because many people go and see a therapist and they aren't sure if it's working, or they go under the NHS, which is a great system, by the way, but people just want to do stuff back at home that can help them get rid of the back pain, the neck pain, different areas in the body, if that makes sense.
Wow, yeah, I know a lot of people who do have, massages, but it is very expensive. So that's really interesting. I'm really curious to know about the famous people that you've worked with. So can you tell us a bit about that? And also, did you stammer with them at all or not? And if so, how did they react to that?
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. So my heroes, David Beckham being my hero, I remember when he scored from the halfway line when I was 8, and to like say that he's a friend or somebody who I treat, it just lets you see that anything's possible. That even with me having a stammer, you can still get to your dreams. And there's times that I do stammer at times, but they don't look at me in a different way. They just cherish me being there, helping them, seeing them as a normal person. But it is crazy because people that used to watch on TV, even Kylie Minogue used to watch her in Neighbours and singing and things, and then like it's someone who you treat and you like talk and yeah, but anything's possible. anything is truly possible, but you just need to have the right community of people that can help you every single week, every single day. I think that's the formula there, and I got that with me and with the STAMMA and things, that I found a community of people, because I still speak to people on the course now, and we try and speak as much as possible. If they're having a bad day, they will send me a text, because we've got a WhatsApp group. Or if they got a presentation, they would give me a call and try and just practice it. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Like it's so important for stammerers to have a support network.
Yeah.
In fact, that leads me on to my next question. What advice would you give to people out there who think that they can't be what they want to be because of their stammer?
I just think I'm a fine example. I achieve anything that I set out to do, and in a way I've overachieved really, because my Mount Everest was going to the Olympic Games, and it happened, and then to like treat like loads of sports personalities, movie stars and singers, like I'm just testament that anything's possible, and everyone has their own journey anyway. So having this stammer, I think that it definitely helped me to like get to this point, because I feel like people might find me crazy saying this, but having this stammer has made me mentally strong in different ways. And I feel that if you take that away, would I have got to this point? I don't think so. You know, so my advice is to not give up. The biggest thing that I learned even recently, don't be hard on yourself. Because I used to look at every fine detail of me. Oh no, I stammered at this point, I did this, and this person looked at me in a funny way, or somebody in the audience laughed a bit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It honestly, it doesn't matter. And it's your journey. You have to learn to calibrate yourself and not be calibrated by others. And once you have that kind of mindset, you can achieve anything.
Wow, that'll be so inspiring for people to hear. And in fact, so I heard that you're going to be a patron of STAMMA. What made you decide to do this role?
I feel with the platform that I have now, I can have a bigger reach to just build awareness of what we're going through, how we stammer and things. But most importantly, for those people that are living in despair in a way, that they feel that they can't achieve nothing, I just want to give them hope that anything's possible. Because I thought for 25 years that I was in the wilderness in a way, that I had nobody that could understand what I was going through. So I felt that I was alone, and it was very hard to find any support, because people would just say, brush it off, James, like it's not a big deal. So I was struggling in silence a bit, rather than knowing where to let go for that help.
Wow.
So that's why I want to be a patron, because I think it's like in the work environment, I feel people struggle a lot. I feel that can affect people getting a job promotion, or like someone staying in a job. I just feel that there needs to be a lot of work going on to just educate bosses or companies that people can still do their job and still have stammer. Yeah.
that's like incredibly inspiring, you know, for me to hear. And like I completely agree with the fact that like it's, I think not enough people know about the support out there and even what a stammer is. So I think, yeah, I feel that by you coming out here and, you know, talking about stammering, it's going to shine a lot of light on what stammering is.
I think the biggest thing is too, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed. I was in the past, but I don't like this message needs to be heard. You know, it needs to be heard. And it's good to show vulnerability at times, because I know that someone's going to listen to this and it's going to inspire them to follow their dreams. And it's going to does be positive all around, really. Yeah.
That's so great to hear that, you know, that your stammer like has helped you to feel more empowered. Like that's really inspiring. Thank you so much for chatting with us today, James. It's been so great. I feel that I've learned a lot from hearing you and now feel more inspired myself. Best of luck with your new book. It sounds like a really great read. James's book, Body, Simple Techniques and Strategies to Heal, Reset and Restore, is going to be published by HQ and is now available from all of the major outlets. So that is really exciting, and for anyone listening, please do get a copy. Thank you so much, James. It's been a really great interview.
Thank you very much. Seriously, thank you for the opportunity. Seriously, I really enjoyed talking about this.